Have you considered my servant Job? Please note it is God who initiates the involvement of Job in what is to follow. It is God who tosses Job's name into the ring. Job will be drawn into the disasters that he will experience by divine appointment and by divine sovereignty. It is God who issues this challenge. The universe is being run off of God's agenda, not the devil's agenda. Martin Luther was right. The devil is God's devil. And God will use the devil for His own holy purposes. God will draw a straight line with a crooked stick. The divine script is being followed. Have you considered my servant Job? Have you considered my servant John MacArthur? Have you considered my servant Rick Holland? Have you considered my servant Al Mohler? This scene is being repeated in heaven again and again and again. And note why God singles out Job before the devil at the end of verse 8. For there is no one like him. He's in a category by himself. He's in a class by himself. It's not just that he's at the head of the line. There is no one like him. He has so distinguished himself in his day, his hour, his generation. And this is God's estimation. He is blameless and upright, fearing God and turning away from evil. Would you not want God to say that about your life? For this to be the appraisal? Job is the most righteous man on the face of the earth, and what he will suffer not because there is anything wrong about his life, but because there is everything right about his life. And when applied to us, there are times, there are seasons, there are storms when we will suffer in ministry and in this world because we are preaching the Word of God, because we are shepherding the flock, because we are a spiritual leader at home, because we are upright and turning away from evil, because we are God-fearing and blameless. There are times that we suffer because of our sin. And there are times that we suffer because of other people's sin. And there are times that we suffer because we live in a fallen world. But there are times that we suffer for the glory of God because God has appointed it for us in a challenge in heaven between God and between Satan. Does God think highly enough of your spiritual walk to say to the devil, have you considered William? Have you considered Robert? There is no one like him on the earth. Does God see you as blameless, God-fearing, upright, turning away from evil? It is a badge of honor that God pins upon the man who is faithful to the Word of God and to the person of God to be appointed to suffer for the sake of righteousness. Jesus said, "Blessed are you when men persecute you and revile you and say all manner of evil against you falsely on account of my name's sake. Rejoice, for great is your reward in heaven."